Hey Virgo, this reading today is for all of my single Virgos out there, Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Now, please keep in mind, as always, it's a general reading today, you guys. May or may not resonate. You are always welcome here on my channel to take what works and leave the rest. And just a quick reminder that if you would like to get a personal reading, I do offer those through Etsy, and the link is in the description box below the video. So we're going to jump right into it today, Virgo, and we're going to see what could be coming toward my lovely single Virgos for this week when it comes to love. First message coming through for Virgo. Ooh, we've got deception, you guys. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. All right, I'm very curious to see where this is going to go, but I will say that you probably have to be a little bit cautious this week with somebody's intentions, Virgo. There could be somebody reaching out, somebody connecting with you. It might not be everything that it seems to be. There could be something hidden. There could be somebody hiding something, holding something back, maybe not revealing all the information. But let's see where this goes. Tell me more about what could be coming toward my single Virgos for this week. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. I gotta be honest with you, Virgo. I'm getting a little bit of a weird vibe from this card, and I'm going to tell you why. This card follows deception. We know deception is bad. This is not good when we're dealing with somebody who is not being honest. But yet the next card that comes out is kind of suggesting that somebody's gonna not be too worried about the potential issues. Like, I'm getting a little bit of a vibe here of ignoring red flags, right? So what I'm picking up on here, Virgo, is that you might be connecting with somebody this week and something feels a little bit weird. Like something just feels off, okay? Like your intuition is like, I don't know exactly what it is, but I feel like maybe I need to be a little bit careful. I'm not sure what's going on. But then it's almost like you're gonna convince yourself that it's all okay, right? Because I look at this and I'm getting a bit of energy of somebody explaining away the potential issues. Now, I think we've all done this, no judgment, we've all been there, where we meet somebody, we like them, but something doesn't feel quite right, and we're like, well, I'm just gonna be open-minded, I'm just gonna kind of see where it goes. And so there is a little bit of energy here of maybe wanting to ignore red flags or not really picking up on some potential red flags. Now, the thing that I do say to you, Virgo, red flags doesn't mean that a relationship is over or that it's not going to work. My opinion on red flags is that it indicates you need to explore an issue more. Because sometimes what happens is we think something's a red flag, then we dig into it, we find out it's not really a big deal. But then other times, the red flag is a big red flag and we should be paying attention to it. And so I don't know why, like I'm getting a little bit of energy of denial here, you guys. Let's keep going, but I'm just picking up on that. Like connecting with somebody where there's things you really like about them, but maybe being in a little bit of denial about something else that isn't quite right. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Virgo this week. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Okay. So, the message today, it's going to be kind of specific. Here's what I think could be happening. I think that if you're resonating with the energy today, a past person is reaching out to you, okay? So this is like probably someone who you dated, they're an ex, they're somebody who you had a situationship with, whatever it is. I think this person is coming towards you this week. But I don't think you're getting the full picture. There's something that they're hiding. And here's the thing, when I talk about somebody hiding something, a lot of the times, Virgo, it's not like a super malicious thing. You know what I mean? Like, usually it's not someone who's purposely trying to deceive you, like really bad energy. Sometimes people just don't know what they want, right? So they come in and they might tell us what they think we want to hear. They might make promises, but maybe they don't have the capacity to follow through. Like, it doesn't have to be like a really awful energy where they're purposely trying to deceive you. They might, in a way, be deceiving themselves. They might not know what they want. And I kind of wonder if somebody from your past is going to be reaching out this week, coming in, and they're like, keep an open mind, Virgo, like give me another chance here to see if we can make things right. But this card is definitely indicating that not everything is as it seems. Okay, so this is the red flag kind of energy here, Virgo. So here's what we're gonna do for the rest of the reading. We're gonna look at this person and we're gonna look at you. So we're gonna look at their overall energy, what they could be feeling this week, what actions they could be taking. I'm gonna look at the same thing for you, and then we will look at the potential outcome. So let's just kind of see where it plays out. So tell me about this person who is coming toward Virgo for this week, please. 5 of Wands. Okay. Five of Wands is a card of conflict. I mean, it can be a card about an inner conflict. So maybe your person is feeling conflicted about whether they should reach out or not. I also feel like this is probably somebody who you've had a lot of arguments with, Virgo. Like in the past when you guys were connected, I feel like you guys butted heads, you had issues, you had conflicts. Okay, tell me more about this person's energy. Let's see where it goes. Ace of Wands. So here's the thing, Virgo. I do think this person is still very attracted to you. And that's probably one of the big motivators that's causing them to reach out. Now, I will say though, the Ace of Wands to me is an interesting card because in a really beautiful love reading where there's other cards to indicate stability and emotional connection, I love the Ace of Wands because it brings in that passion. But when we're dealing with energy of deception, an ex, and conflict, the Ace of Wands can feel a little bit problematic to me because this is an energy of potentially having like a one-night stand. That's the vibe of the Ace of Wands if there aren't other, solid cards to support that energy. So I wonder, to be quite blunt with you, Virgo, if maybe this person is coming back a little bit for a hookup. Maybe they're feeling lonely and, they think of you. They think about, the good times you guys had together. They still feel that connection. So they could be reaching out because they're lonely. They could be reaching out because they miss the physical connection, but they might not want something more. Now, if you're good with like just having a physical connection with them, go for it, right? Like at the end of the day, what I talk about is making sure that you're on the same page. And what I'm just saying here is like, if this person comes back, based on what I've seen so far, don't assume they're coming back for a serious commitment. And I talk about this a lot as well when I do like private readings for folks. It's like, yeah, like it kind of looks like they're coming back, but it doesn't mean they're offering you what you want, right? It's not enough for somebody to just show back up in our lives. It's like, what are they putting on the table here? And I think I'm getting hookup energy. Again, nothing wrong if that's all you want, but like if you're thinking it's more, it might not be that. Tell me more about this person's energy this week. Eight of Pentacles. Okay. I do think they're going to be telling you that they want to try to work on things with you. They are going to be telling you they want to try and put in the effort. Tell me what they could be feeling this week, please. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Interesting. I mean, the 10 of Pentacles is a card that typically shows up about commitment. It tends to indicate setting down roots with somebody, building a life together. So it does look like your person sees those possibilities with you. Tell me more about what they could be feeling this week. Three of Wands. Interesting. Okay. I mean, as we're getting into it, the energy is showing up a little bit more committed. Three of Wands is a visionary energy. It's about thinking about the bigger picture and the future and what we want. So I do think your person has been imagining a future between the two of you, Virgo. Tell me more about what they could be feeling. The Nine of Wands. But there is emotional baggage here. The Nine of Wands tends to show up when a situation has been tested, a relationship has been tested. I think there is history here between the two of you. And the question is really, can we overcome that? Are we resilient? Do we want to persevere? Do we want to try again? I think your person is aware that there is baggage here between the two of you. And I think the question is just, can the two of you overcome it? Let's see what actions they're taking this week. The Knight of Cups, coming in with a romantic offer. Could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's interesting. Tell me more about what actions they could be taking this week, please. Six of Wands. Basically telling you how much they love you, they admire you, they respect you. Six of Wands is a card of victory and success. So I'm getting the word convincing. Like they're going to try to convince you this week that if the two of you get back together, it will be a success. What is this? Ace of Swords came jumping out. All right. I mean, their energy did get a bit better as we got into it. Ace of Swords is about an aha moment, an epiphany, and a breakthrough moment. So it's kind of suggesting that your person is having some sort of breakthrough moment related to the connection between the two of you. They're probably realizing something significant this week, and we do have two aces within their energy, and aces have to do with new beginnings. So I do think that this person is coming around for a new beginning. I mean, maybe they initially think they want to reach out because they're like missing, like I said, the physical connection. But then when they think about it a bit more, maybe they start to realize it is more than just the physical. Maybe they start to realize like, okay, I was going to reach out to Virgo because I just kind of wanted to hook up, but then they started to think about it a bit more and realize that maybe there is potential here for a future, right? So that's interesting. Let's look at you, Virgo. Okay, let's just keep going and see where it takes us. I'm still a little bit hesitant because we had the deception card and we had release your ex and the overall energy, right? We got to keep that in mind. So let's look at you. Let's look at Virgo's energy. Okay. Another ace, third ace in the reading. So Ace of Pentacles, which is about a new beginning. Ace of Pentacles is also about security and stability. So I think that you're looking for a secure connection. You're looking for something solid here, Virgo. Tell me more about Virgo's energy this week. The Nine of Cups. Okay. Nine of Cups is about wishes coming true and dreams being fulfilled. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to reflect back to you what might be happening here. Again, take it or leave it. I almost feel like what could be happening is that the two of you are going to be so excited to reconnect. I get that vibe for both of you. So I think both of you are interested in reconnecting, okay? And that's going to feel very exciting and very fun. I feel like the tarot is encouraging you to also be realistic, okay? Because what I'm getting here, I'm trying to put this into words accurately, Virgo. You know, you guys are not together. They come towards you. You're excited because you're still feeling the attraction with them. And then both of you are very excited, right? Because you've reconnected. It feels good. It probably feels passionate. It feels nice to be together again. I'm feeling like there could be a reconnection, but without really thinking through the implications of it, right? So it's like getting back together, but without having the conversations about what it means. That's the kind of vibe. Like, I feel this week you could be reconnecting with somebody. And to be honest, Virgo, it's probably going to feel really good, okay? Like, you're probably going to feel excited. You're going to feel like this is really great. I just feel like there's something missing here. And that's why I think we've got this deception card where it's like, look, if this is somebody coming back from the past, obviously, if you're not together now, there's a reason for it. So what's the reason, right? General reading, going to be different for each of you. But it's like, if the two of you are going to give it another go, are you addressing the reasons that it didn't work before? Because I feel like that's not really present here. I feel like there's an energy of like, let's just, have a good time, reconnect, enjoy the chemistry. But like, where is the addressing of the issues that happened before? I don't know. I just feel something's missing, you guys. Let's keep going. Tell me about Virgo's energy this week. Six of Cups. Yeah, I mean, this is just kind of confirming it is a past person. This does tend to show up when somebody from our past is reappearing. So I do think this is just saying like, yeah, this is probably somebody who's reaching out to you this week who you have some history with. I think you're happy to hear from them, to be honest, Virgo. Like, I do think you're happy to hear from this person. I just feel like there's a message that's like, but don't deceive yourself about what's happening here. Because have you ever had this happen where you break up with somebody and then both of you are still kind of thinking about each other and you end up getting back together and it feels amazing. Like, it feels so good. It feels wonderful. It's like fireworks. And then like 3 weeks later, you wake up and you're like, what are we doing? Like, we're kind of slipping back into old patterns. We're having tension again. We're having conflict. That's the kind of energy I'm picking up on. Let's see what Virgo could be feeling this week. Knight of Wands, jumping in exuberantly. Yeah, I do think you guys are really attracted to each other, Virgo. I will say the Knight of Wands, though, sometimes acts without thinking, right? Knight of Wands is also the energy of like here for a good time, not a long time. And so again, like maybe this week you guys reconnect and it's a lot of fun this week. I wonder based on what I'm seeing here, where it's going to go, right? Because there's something I think that's not being addressed. So you're probably going to have to address it at a later point, I think. Tell me what else Virgo could be feeling this week. Yeah, okay. Seven of Cups. It's like there's a lack of clarity about where this is headed. That's literally what I've been picking up on you guys, where I'm like, I feel you guys have a good connection. I feel you're going to be excited to reconnect, but like, what are you doing? That's this, right? Charging forward with no sense of purpose. Knight of Wands, Seven of Cups. That's the vibe that gives me. It's like you're moving forward, but towards what? Seven of Cups is confusing, not being sure about where things are headed, which literally is what I've been saying. So tell me what else Virgo could be feeling. The Moon. Yeah. Here it is. Okay, we're getting into the nitty gritty, I think, of what I've been intuitively picking up on here. So the moon is things that are hidden. It's the conversations we don't have. It's the things that are left unsaid. And so I do think you and this person definitely have the potential to reconnect this week. But I think there's going to be a lot that's going to be left unsaid. And I think there will be implications for that down the road. You know, usually we can't get away with not having the important conversations, right? And so I almost feel for you as well, Virgo, with that moon and your feelings. I'm getting the message like keeping the peace. So if this person's coming back, because it's probably going to feel so good and exciting, maybe you decide not to bring up some of those harder issues or some of the ways that they've hurt you before, or some of the ways that you felt frustrated within the connection. So it's kind of like, oh, it feels so good. What's the point of bringing this stuff up? I'm just saying, like, if things are not addressed, if the issues that led you guys to not be together before are not addressed, they will probably come back up. Not necessarily this week, okay? But at some point they might. Tell me what actions Virgo could be taking this week. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. It's good. 9 of Pentacles is an energy of raising our confidence and our self-esteem. So I feel that there is a little bit of a message here where it's like, you know, you could have somebody coming back. And like I say, you know, people can come back. It doesn't mean you have to get back with them. You can, or you can choose not to. It's up to you. But I think that the 9 of Pentacles is saying whatever choice you decide to make here, Virgo, do it from a place of self-confidence and knowing your worth. Tell me more about what actions Virgo could be taking this week. Judgment. Cool. I mean, Judgment card. This is about acting in alignment with our higher purpose, our higher goals, knowing what we deserve. I often say to you, Virgo, that the Judgment card to me is about compatibility. So again, maybe something to think about with this person coming back is that even if it feels like really, really, really good in the moment, you know, is there that longer term compatibility? That might be something to look at. Interestingly, the Judgment card can also be about forgiveness and second chances. So again, I do think you guys are going to give this a chance. I'm just saying, I think you're going to get wrapped up in the excitement and how good it feels to reconnect and maybe not have the conversations about the compatibility that maybe need to be happening. But they can happen later. Tell me what other actions Virgo could be taking this week. The Chariot. Yeah. Both of you are definitely charging forward, Virgo. So yeah, I mean, this week is interesting. Part of me is kind of like, you know what, have fun and enjoy it, but just don't be surprised if at some point you're gonna have to hit this head on. You're gonna have to deal with it, right? Like I think you could come back together this week. I'm torn because I'm like, I think it's gonna feel really good. So part of me is like, yeah, enjoy it, have fun, but like, don't deceive yourself into thinking it's something when it's not, you know? Like, until you actually sit down and you guys address what happened before and have those bigger conversations about what you want, I think that will be an unknown. So maybe this week is about enjoying the reconnection, but at a later point, you can't deceive yourselves. You're going to have to get to the heart of the matter. You're going to have to like really open up about your feelings and talk about what's going on and then figure out what the implications are for the two of you moving forward. So let's see what the potential outcome is here. Let's take a peek at that. 3 of Pentacles. I mean, that's positive. 3 of Pentacles is working through the issues. Let's get 2 more cards. Tell me about the potential outcome here. Page of Cups. Okay. Tell me about the potential outcome here. Justice. The outcome's nice, you guys. It's nice. Okay. Maybe it works out. Interesting. Yeah, so the outcome's really nice. These are 3 good cards. 3 of Pentacles about having each other's back and working through issues. Okay. Page of Cups is opening up about feelings. So that's good because we spent a lot of the reading being like, maybe you guys are not talking about the important topics, but you'll get there. This is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And then the Justice card, which is Libra energy. I mean, it's kind of like balancing things out. So it's funny energy. It might work out. The outcome's really nice. So maybe what happens is you guys reconnect this week. It feels really good. Maybe you're not necessarily having the deeper conversations about where things are headed and you're just living in the moment, which is totally fine as well. I do think at some point these bigger conversations are going to need to happen, but the outcome is kind of suggesting that when that does happen, maybe you guys can really start to get things out in the open. Maybe both of you are going to be a little bit more open-minded. I mean, maybe in the past when you guys had conflicts, you couldn't resolve them, and maybe this time around there's more of an open-mindedness. And with this card, it says the time has come to clear your energy. So it's like, if you guys are going to move forward, I think you're going to have to clear the energy of the past and all the shit that happened between the two of you. The outcome is suggesting like a positive avenue forward though. So I think you could get there. I don't think this is all happening this week though. I feel this week is just about reconnecting and enjoying like the passion and the chemistry. And then as time goes on over the next couple of weeks, maybe kind of getting more into the nitty gritty of like, what are we doing and where is it going? But it does kind of feel like both of you are motivated to try to make this work. So there's a lot to be said for that, in my opinion. Like if both of you are into this and you're motivated to make it work, I mean, that's a good thing. And the outcome is saying there is a chance here. And with the Justice card too, that's usually about making amends, apologizing. So you guys might be apologizing to each other, working through issues. So you might get there. So yeah, kind of not where I expected it to go. I was a little bit worried in there, Virgo, initially, where I'm like, yeah, I mean, given to the passion of the moment, but you're gonna have to see where it goes. But it could work out. This might be the start of the reconnection between the two of you. Anyway, take it or leave it if it fits for you, Virgo. If you enjoyed this reading, you know what to do. Give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. If you would like to get a personal reading, I offer them through Etsy. The link is in the description box below the video. And of course, as always, wishing you love, wishing you happiness, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.